There is a room where you can hear your own blood moving. Not your heartbeat through your chest. The actual sound of blood pushing through the vessels in your head. Your lungs filling. Your stomach working. Sounds your body has been making your entire life that you have never once heard. The room is real. It's in Minneapolis. And the popular story is that nobody can stand to be inside it for more than 45 minutes before they start to crack. That part, it turns out, isn't quite true. But the truth is stranger than the myth. This is the quietest place on Earth. It's called an anechoic chamber. Anechoic means no echo, and that's exactly what it's built to do. Kill sound completely. The one at Orfield Laboratories held the Guinness World Record, measured at around -24 decibels. To understand that number, you have to know that human hearing bottoms out at 0. A quiet bedroom at night sits around 30 decibels. This room is more than 50 decibels below that, into territory your ears were never designed to experience. The silence is so deep it's below the electrical hiss of the most sensitive microphones ever built. Getting there takes serious engineering. The chamber is a room inside a room. The inner shell is steel, floating on springs so no vibration from the building can reach it, wrapped in foot-thick concrete and double walls of insulated steel. Every surface inside is covered in fiberglass wedges almost 3 feet deep that swallow sound instead of bouncing it back. There's no floor to stand on, just a suspended mesh, so even the ground doesn't reflect noise. The result is a space that absorbs 99.99% of all sound. And the moment the heavy door seals behind you, something deeply strange begins. In any normal room, sound is constantly bouncing off the walls, the floor, the ceiling, back into your ears. You don't notice it, but that faint reflected hum is always there. It's the sound of the world being around you. In here, it's gone. There is nothing coming back. And into that absence rushes the only sound left. You. Within a minute, people start to hear their own bodies. The heartbeat comes first. Then the higher, stranger sounds. The rush of blood, the breath moving in and out, the creak of joints, the gurgle of the stomach. As the founder of the lab puts it, in the anechoic chamber, you become the sound. There's nothing else. And then it gets weirder because of something most people never think about. Your ears aren't just for hearing. They're part of how you balance and orient yourself in space. Without realizing it, your brain is constantly using the tiny echoes bouncing off your surroundings to figure out where you are and where the walls are. In the chamber, those cues vanish. The brain reaches out for its spatial map and finds nothing. So people start to lose their balance. After about half an hour, most visitors can't stay standing. They have to sit down because the part of the mind that keeps you upright has gone blind. Some report dizziness, pressure in the ears, a warping sense of time where minutes stretch out. A few hear faint ringing or phantom sounds, as the brain, starved of input, starts generating its own. This is where the famous legend came from. In 2012, a newspaper ran the line that nobody could bear the room for more than 45 minutes before being overwhelmed. It went viral. The quietest room on Earth became the room that drives you insane. Except that's not what the people who run it say. The lab's founder, Steve Orfield, has spent years correcting the myth. The 45 minutes was never a breaking point. People now book the chamber on purpose, for meditation and a kind of deep mental reset. The musician Questlove went in expecting nothing and came out 47 minutes later calling it life-changing. A Navy veteran who was haunted by the constant echo of jet engines asked to sit inside, and found relief there. NASA uses the chamber to train astronauts for the silence of space. So the room isn't a torture chamber. The reaction depends entirely on the person walking in. For some it's panic. For others, it's the most peaceful place they've ever been. Same silence, completely different experience. And that's the real revelation hiding inside the quietest room on Earth. We treat silence as the goal. We buy noise-canceling headphones, we chase quiet, we imagine that perfect stillness would finally feel like peace. But the chamber shows that total silence isn't peace at all. For a lot of people, it's deeply unsettling. Because human beings never evolved in silence. We grew up inside a world that always hums, wind, water, distant voices, the constant low texture of a place that is never truly still. That background noise isn't an annoyance we're trying to escape. It's the sound of the world being there. It's a kind of company. Take it completely away, and you don't get serenity. You get a room with nothing in it but you. Your heartbeat, your breath, your blood, and the strange discovery that the quietest place on Earth is one of the only places you can't escape the sound of being alive. The chamber was built for something boring. Companies use it to test how loud a product is, how a motorcycle engine sounds, how a keyboard clicks. Microsoft built an even quieter one just to measure the hum of its own devices. But what they accidentally created is a mirror. A place that strips away everything outside you until the only thing left is the machine you actually live inside, running all the time whether you're listening or not. Most people spend their whole lives never hearing it. The room just turns up the silence until you finally do.